Hello and welcome to Donkamat channel. Shout out to our friend Mr. Oyu out in Japan. I told him I would show my jungly machete. It's just about my favorite machete. Perhaps alongside the katana machete. So, this thing's from Seiki City, Japan. Jungly. Never heard of them before until I saw this on Arizona Custom Knife. Ose steel. I believe this may have been made around the turn of the century, maybe late 90s or early 2000s or something. Possibly, arguably, not even a machete at all. It's kind of more of a short sword or a long knife. It's got this saber grind. Full distal taper, which is quite impressive. And the handle is sublime. I'm not a fan of the rubberized handles, but this handle is so comfortable. And you tend to use this thing wearing gloves anyway, so then the kind of friction aspect is not such a problem. Yeah, so had this thing for a while. I was kind of quite painstaking with the sharpening at first, and I realized the whole thing was kind of off kilter. Started whacking at it with a carbide hammer. See whether I can find the, well, I mean up here on the bevel, it's pretty evident. Hitting it there, and then here on the flat, there's some dings too. Kind of straight now. Maybe a bit better than it was. Maybe one day I'd like to put my own handle on it. But for now, I'm just been out thrashing with this thing. So I'm in the Coppice, and we have this Asiatic bittersweet vine, invasive vine. It's not what you're seeing here. That is Concord grape. But this here, all of this stuff here, it's out of control here, and it just kills everything and makes the whole place impenetrable. And now is like a perfect time to get out and slash at it, because later this will all be green and it'll be, you won't even be able to see, you know, it'll be so thick. So yeah, there was this pile of junk wood here, and I just got to work. And also using this, oh, here's the sheath for the jungly, by the way. It's basic Kydex. It has this kind of not quite dangler, you know, it's Kydex as well, so you can't sit down on the ground with this thing comfortably, for which reason I decided to put it on its own belt. It's kind of tactical belt, so I can just click it on and off in a second. And here's this max axe. We could take another look at this. I made a kind of a curtailed introductory video to this thing. Didn't get around to showing or using all of the tools, but this has been great here. What I didn't show before, I found this piece, and that is how you can secure the rake head with zero play. Very solid, you know, and it's very heavy, so it's not the best rake in a way, but you could just kind of smash through things. So for this kind of task here, pretty good actually. You can smash through, you can flip it around and bash something. I got the rest of the bits over here. Yeah, so I thought I would make a video demonstrating the use of all these tools. Maybe one day I will, but I haven't gotten around to testing the shovel or the backhoe or either of the picks. But, you know, you got a proper pick, you can smash asphalt with that. You got this more like maybe good for digging up the roots, the big roots, and cutting through them. Can sharpen these up as well, should really sharpen these up. And I mean, it's all very solid and built to last, I reckon. Now the handle is kind of flexible. It's got a crappy plastic feel to it. And up here, something very incomplete going on with this gap here. That might be responsible for a lot of the flex that I'm experiencing, but what you obviously have is a fiberglass core with that runs all the way up, and that's fairly slender, with just a whole load of plastic around it. So yeah, again, I kind of think, well, is there a way I could make a handle? I was just thinking, well, what if I cut off all the plastic and kept the fiberglass core, and then clamshelled an actual hickory axe handle around the fiberglass core? How about that? You know, it's easy to think about these things. Doing them, on the other hand. I'm going to get back to my chopper project on that note. But, well, before I do that, actually, let's just show all the blades I'm carrying for fun, because it's a knife channel. Tell you what I'll do is I'll just pop them here for a second. Hopefully you've got a nice view there of the dog. While I remove my glove, put that down. Okay. So, we've got the Real Steel Destra. Couldn't be happier with the knife for what it is. I think it's brilliant. It's just really well designed, well made, kind of utilitarian, everyday pocket knife. Slim, lightweight, comfortable, good clip, not too bothersome in the hand. The action is just excellent, you know, it's just, everything is very easy, you know, it's just the whole thing just feels featherweight and light and destra, nimble, right? I guess that's what that's referring to. Dexterous. My new very best compadre, the Buck Compadre. I have been using the bejeez out of this thing, and I did buckle the hollow grind a little bit here when I was batoning 2 split poles, probably going through a knot or something, punching it through a knot, and that stands to reason, because it's a very tough steel, and I put it through a great deal of stress, and it's really very thin. It's very thin hollow grind. And up here, it thickens out considerably. I've seen this before on the Buck Pursuit as well. They really know what they're doing. They really think it through, because you know, if you had the same thinness of grind up here, the point would be very unstable on this knife. It wouldn't be good. But this is exactly what I like, actually, and what I think is like my ideal belt knife blade has some kind of recurve here, and is slicey in this area, like a butcher knife, you know, like the bullnose butcher knife I'm working on or whatever. Love it. So yeah, I got this little buckle there. I feel like I was able to maybe move it a little bit with the steel, with a honing rod, and just kind of scratch it out. This knife works really well with a toothy edge, and it works appallingly if you try and take it at, like, I usually go up to 1,000 grit. That's like my kind of go-to. And this is horrible at 1,000 grit. It's not even good at 600, I don't think. I mean, for me, I think it's like 400. You get a nice toothy edge, and it's just... It's good. It's really good. And I mean, this is an edge then that I just put on there very quickly with one of those long stones. You use them for sharpening an axe or whatever. That thing's like, I don't know, maybe it's 40 grit. But whatever, the toothier the better, apparently. You know, I'm not using this as this is a hard use knife. And a toothy edge holds for longer. So yeah, really pleased with how that's going. Now, we can make little Missy very happy. And we take out, this has been in my pocket since it arrived. And I don't use the comb that much. My hair is probably usually too tangled to really get the comb through it. But little Missy here, she likes a comb. So we'll just demonstrate. You like that? That's okay, yeah? That was her stomach, not mine. Yeah, so we enjoy the use of the comb. And it works well on the beard, actually, generally, as a rule. My beard hairs don't seem to get as tangled as my head hair. They're too thick. And I didn't really think I would have any use for the fork at all, but I've been home alone for, I don't know if it's been like a month now. My wife traveled cross country to visit family. She's having a road trip back. She'll be back any day now. Maybe tomorrow. So I've been doing a lot of smørbrød, as we say in Danish. A lot of bread and cheese and sausage, and get some pickles, you know. Just get a nice big cutting board, load it up with a loaf of bread, some crackers, and some this and that. I always got knives on me, but I'll grab a spreader knife. You know, at some point, of course, I needed a fork for the pickles. And I'm like, hey, I got one in my pocket. And so I got a good pickle patina on my fork. And so then I even decided to go ahead and use the bottle opener. Although usually I would open a bottle, not with a bottle opener, because to me it's more macho if you open a bottle with something else, like your Rough Rider Auxiliary mini pry tool. I love this thing, can't sing the praises enough. I've used this to open jammed sliding doors, I don't know, pick my nose, I could just go on and on, you know. Anything a flathead screwdriver could do, but in many ways, in many instances, the fact that it's so tiddly will actually help you to achieve your aim. Well, yeah, really. I think I keep thinking about making some clones of this. You know, make a made in USA clone of this awesome Chinese-made product that no one else makes this, and it's so simple. It's so simple, but it's so well done. The red liners. Be cool if it had a taper tang. That would be really cool. And I can't see any disadvantage, in fact, to it having a taper tang. Possibly also a lanyard hole. You know, there are things that you could do, but the basic concept, fantastic. You might have noticed this thing. Put the Rough Rider away and get onto the Monterey Bay knives. Also an American brand, having their stuff made in China. But these guys, you know, Rough Rider, at least things like that, what I just showed, are really handmade kind of stuff, whereas this is obviously benefiting from all the modern CNC and what have you. So you got this kind of faux bolsters, linerless, solid scales, stainless steel, with some nice mother of pearl inlays. Very classy. I believe this knife holds the name, the title, the moniker, Tara, Queen of the Stars. That's what they called the knife. Go figure. I think I'm going to be better at opening this one-handed with my right hand. Filthy fingernails. I know I can do it because I already made one failed attempt at this video. And I got the knife open. There we go. There we go. Ah. Lovely little clip point in S90V CPM S90. What is that? Oxide? Well, we'll figure that out later. Beauty spot. Tara has a beauty spot. I sing the praises of this blade. Wickedly sharp, wonderfully ground, super tidy. I have not done anything to this blade whatsoever, except use it. And it's really, really nice. It's really good. Sorry about the scuzziness from the pocket, but yeah, there you have it. A great left pocket mini carry. I like to have a mini folder in my left pocket. For example, the mini clip point that Captain Electro gave me. I was sporting that until this one came in. And actually after it came in for a while there, I wasn't quite ready to transition. Sometimes things are so nice and new and shiny and perfect and pristine, I don't want to put them in my pocket just yet and see the pocket scars accumulate. But this is... It found its way back in because the blade is so good. The blade is so good, I want to carry it on me. You know, get that. One more thing, the pocket saw. Whatever, it's just one of these little pocket saws. SK5 steel, very thin, stock on it. Get a lot of work done with that. So with what I got here, I could get a lot of work done. Also over there somewhere there is a hatchet stuck in a tree. So yeah, plus that, you're laughing, you know, I could build myself a shelter here, set up house with my beloved honey nut here. Oh, sweetheart. She's so sweet. She's so sweet right now. Oh, I think I found a tick. Okay, well, it's gonna be tick pulling time. Thanks for watching. Bye.